Good morning, Year 7. I hope you're well and having a lovely day. Today's poem is Metaphors. For this lesson, you'll need a pen in your book, a copy of the poem, and highlighters and coloured pens. For your do now, which of these lines are metaphors and which are another language technique? For a bonus, can you name the technique? So we've got his face lit up as bright as a jewel, the cold sea slapped her face, baby I'm a firework, on his legs his rope-like veins throbbed, her headache pounded like a drum, the drum in her head continued to pound. Pause the video for 5 minutes to do this now. So, her face lit up as bright as a jewel is a simile, comparing two things with like or as. The cold sea slapped her face, personification, because you're giving human characteristics to something that isn't human, in this case the sea. 3. Baby I'm a firework is a metaphor, saying one thing is another thing without like or as. 4. On his legs his rope-like veins throbbed is a simile. Her headache pounded like a drum, simile again, and the drum in her head continued to pound is a metaphor. So please make sure you've marked your do now with the correct answers. So today's title is Metaphors, so can you please make sure you've written the date and the title. So you're a weasel is using a metaphor, while I'm like one is a simile. So just a little reminder, the difference between metaphors, saying something is something, and similes, saying something is like something. So metaphor, to compare two things using the words is or are. Her smile is the sun. Copy this definition into your book. So let's think about the title, Metaphors. What do you think this poem is going to be about? Pause the video for 2 minutes to jot down your ideas. You may have written different things being compared, riddles, poetry techniques, or grammar. Okay, so first reading. As always, don't focus on what you don't know, focus on what you understand. So I'll read it through with you. I'm a riddle in 9 syllables, an elephant, a ponderous house, a melon strolling on 2 tendrils, O red fruit, ivory, fine timbers. This loaf's big with its yeasty rising, money's new minted in this fat purse. I'm a means, a stage, a cowing calf. I've eaten a bag of green apples, boarded the train, there's no getting off. So answer these 2 questions. Who do you think the speaker is? And what do you think this poem is about? Pause the video for 5 minutes to jot down your ideas. So I'm a riddle in 9 syllables. Let's focus on the first line. It looks like a clue to understanding the whole poem. How many syllables are there in the first line? Is this the same with all the other lines? How else does the poem use this number? And think about where else in life this number is important. Hint, growing. Pause the video for 5 minutes to answer these questions. So there are 9 syllables in the first line. This is the same with all the other lines. There are 9 lines in the poem, and this is also important in pregnancy because, of course, pregnancy lasts for 9 months. I'd like you to stick your poem in your book and annotate it along with me. So now we know what the poem is about, let's go back and read it again. This time do it yourself, please. So what metaphors tell the reader that the speaker feels big? List them in your book or highlight them on your poem. Pause the video for 5 minutes to do this now. An elephant, a melon, a loaf, fat purse, a cow and calf, that means a pregnant cow, and eating a bag of green apples. This metaphor infers that the speaker feels happy about being pregnant. Money is new minted in this fat purse. The speaker reveals that she feels happy about her pregnancy in the metaphor, money is new minted in this fat purse. The adjective fat suggests that the baby makes her feel full of something valuable. Newly made, minted money. The reader understands that this is a good thing because having lots of money makes life easier and more full of possibilities. So if you check off this checklist, you've got a quotation, terminology, the metaphor and adjective, one-word analysis, fat, and consideration on the reader. What about this line? How does it also show that she feels happy about being pregnant? A red fruit, ivory fine timbers. I would like you to have a go at writing an analytical paragraph about this line. What could you include about punctuation, and is there another structural point you could make? Pause the video for 10 minutes to do this now. And please do make sure you've checked off your answer against the checklist. Okay, so you may have written something like this. The speaker reveals that she feels happy about her pregnancy in the metaphor fine timbers. The adjective fine suggests that the baby's bones are healthy. They are timber, wood that is strong and natural. Also, the metaphor ivory links to the baby's teeth. Ivory is a natural and valuable product, which suggests that she sees her child as precious. The reader understands that the speaker feels positive about her unborn baby because she is linking it with strong and valuable resources in nature. So you may want to use the answer on the slide to amend what you've written. Structure analysis. Furthermore, the use of the exclamatory sentence reveals to the reader the excitement that the speaker feels about having a baby. The use of a tricolon, red fruit, ivory timbers, emphasizes the many good qualities that she associates with her unborn baby. What do you make of the poem's last metaphor? Boarded the train, there's no getting off. Pause the video for 5 minutes to jot down your notes. It suggests the speaker knows she cannot stop being pregnant. The use of the train suggests that she is going on a journey to somewhere new. This is a metaphor that suggests she is going to be a different person and have a new life with her baby. Before you go, my favourite metaphor in the poem is the loaf big with its yeasty rising. I love the link with the dough rising and the changing shape of the speaker's body. What's your favourite metaphor and why? Pause the video for 5 minutes to write down your answer. Or, if there's not a metaphor you like, what's your favourite line and why? Okay, well done Year 7. Thank you very much for your work and I look forward to seeing what you upload. Thank you and speak to you next time.